How dare you call Donald Trump demonic when Joe Biden hasn't even said Laken Riley's name correctly, called her Lincoln Riley when he was forced to. This woman was slaughtered.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come that we call Christian demonic. Piers Morgan, Destiny, Benny Johnson, they're going to have a chat.
If he wins the election, you won't be on the show anymore. He'll come looking for me. They'll be.
Why are you running?
I think that there is an issue when it comes to covering Trump because it feels like there is an over-demonization of Trump, but also Trump is kind of a demon. Like, I think that it's funny because people will look at the left and they'll say that, people are harping too much on Trump's rhetoric or how mean he is towards people on Twitter. But then when you talk to conservatives, it seems like Trump's Twitter behavior is their number one selling point for why they like him so much. Like, yeah, I don't know what he does for policy. I don't know what he does for legislation, but he's got a lot of really good zingers. Like, this is a guy who's known for giving mean nicknames to his debate stage opponents.
It makes me wonder why Snoop Dogg says now he has nothing but love and respect for Trump.
But I don't think they're voting for Trump because of his family values. If you look, just take a step back, be honest. He was kind of right about NATO, kind of right about immigration. Mm-hmm. He grew the economy quite well.
China virus.
Tax reform worked, but he wasn't wrong about some of these critical issues. And that's why they're voting for him. And I think people should be a little more respectful of our fellow citizens. I agree.
It's done pretty,
and the Democrats have done a pretty good job with the deplorables, hugging onto their Bibles and their beer and their guns. I mean, really, could we just stop that stuff and actually grow up and treat other people with respect and listen to them a little bit?
I particularly take quite a bit of umbrage with the description of Donald Trump as demonic. I think that is quite shocking as a Christian myself, to call somebody demonic like Donald Trump, who's actually against the 10 million people who have been human smuggled into this country, many of them children. I remember a time not too long ago when people the left cared about children in cages. Yet now they're calling Donald Trump demonic. He wants to stop these human smuggling by the cartels. Have you ever been down to the border, Destiny? Have you seen the trees? Have you seen the little children's toys that are left down there from the human smuggling that is created by Joe Biden, the biggest human smuggler in human history? Do you know the carnage and the horror that is being created by those policies? Let's not even talk about what Joe Biden has done to the world stage. Donald Trump brought world peace. You're going to talk about Kurds and wars? How about Ukraine?
Руки подними. Серега, контроль. Держи, я посмотрю. Ты что тут забыла, беременная?
Joe Biden could have stopped that war before it even started. Joe Biden continues that war and continues the funding of that war that is leading to the wholesale slaughter of an entire region. Joe Biden could stop it right now. Joe Biden has brought war around the world. And then let's talk about the fentanyl poisoning America. You want to talk about cruelty? It took Joe Biden 400 days to go to East Palestine in Ohio, a city that was poisoned by our federal government in a chemical explosion, much less the chemical explosion that is happening all throughout America with fentanyl slaughtering 100,000 Americans. And the final thing I'll say here, how dare you call Donald Trump demonic when Joe Biden hasn't even said Laken Riley's name correctly, called her Lincoln Riley when he was forced to.
It's not about him. It's not about me. I'd be a winner. Not really.
This woman was slaughtered by a criminal alien who was in this country illegally, who was released by Democrats, and went on to slaughter a nursing student in Georgia with his bare hands. And Joe Biden apologized to the murderer.
During your response to her heckling of you, you used the word illegal when talking about the man who allegedly killed Laken Riley.
An undocumented person. And I shouldn't have used illegal. It's undocumented.
How dare you say, that Donald Trump's demonic? Can you defend any of that behavior? Final thing I'll say here is Joe Biden wouldn't acknowledge his own grandchild. Even the New York Times said that is a sick, evil behavior. So if you're looking for demonic behavior, my friend, I got it for you. It's sitting in the White House in 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in a diaper right now during nap time.
Wow. Okay, that's what I call a rebuttal.
If I may, just since I brought up the clip, if you don't mind, Piers.
Sure.
Could I ask Destiny right now, would you like to apologize to Laken Riley's family for her murder, since it's open border Democrat policies that you promote on your program? Would you like to apologize to the parents of Laken Riley for the murder of
the
her
virtue
child?
signaling is off the charts. I didn't kill anybody, so I'm not going to apologize to anybody for somebody getting
No,
killed.
but there are
unfortunately, there are a lot of
policies
people
that
get killed in the
open-
United States for a large variety of reasons. If anybody gets killed, especially based on the background of this guy, this guy definitely should have been deported. I don't think anybody disagrees with that. But hey, listen, if you want the border stuff to be cleared up so much, why don't you tell Republicans to stop turning into a game in the White House or in Congress and actually approve legislation to get more funding down for the border?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's do the math. U.S. Senator unveils a $118 billion funding bill for Ukraine, Israel, and the border. $60 billion will be sent to Ukraine, $20 billion will be sent to the border.
Hey, yo, what the
Because the title of the bill is called something about the border, but you're sending more money to Ukraine.
Okay.
Right now, it's Republicans who pulled the plug on that because Trump wants to maintain the one little bit of electoral advantage he might have, which is you guys trying to stir stuff up over the border. And it's funny also how you frame this all like, oh, they're trying to stop human smuggling. No, they're not. They're just trying to secure the border. Humans are going to be smuggled all over the place, regardless of whether it's into America or not.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
See that logic? If we close the border, people are going to get smuggled anyway, so why are you complaining? How stupid is that?
It's not like Trump actually
But
cares
Destiny,
about
the
human
truth,
smuggling.
the
It's not like
truth,
Republicans care about
Destiny,
human smuggling.
what I would say about that is, whether you're on the left or right in America, nobody can dispute that the southern border is in complete and utter turmoil. And I'm afraid if you're the President of the United States and you've been there for 3 years, it's on you.
I miss the days when Democrats were complaining that children are being put in cages, and right now, kids are coming over. They're not even coming with their parents. There is no tools anymore to check if the blood is related to the person and the kid. No, it doesn't exist. Biden removed it. And once these kids come over without the parents, they go to organization that suddenly they disappear. And nobody is doing anything about it, and Democrats are like, well, we brought them over, we're helping. They're going to get kidnapped anyway.
Trying to stop human smuggling. No, they're not. They're just trying to secure the border. Humans are going to be smuggled all over the place, regardless of whether it's into America or not.
I already made a video about the vote child trafficking. Just click on this video. But other than that, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. And hey, leave a like and surprise me, just like on my birthday.